Hello folks, welcome to the orbit of the coding. So today I am going to explain optional parameter part 2 video session. So as of now, if you didn't watch the part 1 video, then please go through the my video list and watch the part 1 session so you can better communicate with the part 2. So in this session, I am going to explain what is the different way to make a parameter optional. So in the part 1 video, I already explained there is the 5 way to make a parameter optional. One is default parameter, then we can use optional attribute, then we can use a parameter array, and fourth one is method overloading. So that is the way we can make a parameter optional. So in the first session video I already explained the default parameter. So in this session I am going to explain how to use optional attribute. So you can already here in the slides you can already see I already create some examples to save our time. Right here you can see that I can create a one method, multiple method I can create. So in the multiple method we can define two parameter int a int b, and here I can make a third parameter optional. So if you want to use optional attribute, then you need to define the syntax like this. You can use the square brackets. In the square bracket you can use optional keyword, right? So before using the optional keyword there is the one dependency, so you need to use a namespace. So there is a separate namespace of optional. So once I am overing the particular optional keyword, then here you can see that the namespace should be system dot runtime dot interrupt service. So if you use optional parameter, then you must need to add this namespace system.runtime.drop service, right? And you can use this simply attribute, and in this multiple methods. So it's up to you. You want to pass the third parameter. If you didn't pass the third parameter, then third parameter by default consider a zero value, and if you pass any value, then then the third parameter is working as similar as a and b parameter is works, right? So by default is containing zero value, and if you pass any value, that value assigned to the parameter, and after going forward you can use as per your requirements, right? So and third way I am going to explain the parameterized array. So you can use params keywords. So you can use a params keyword. So based on the params keywords you can also make a parameter optional. So the things is, if you use a params keyword, then the params parameter is the last parameter on your methods. So that is the one conditions over there. Suppose you got a requirement, right? You need to pass some integer parameter, like you need to pass 4 to 5 integer parameter, but you are not sure I need to pass a 2 integer parameter in some time. Based on the requirement, it might be you need to pass 4 to 5 parameters. So the list of integer parameter is not sure. How many parameter should I need to pass that particular requirement? So in that case we can use a params keyword parameter. So let's say this is not the right way to make it optional, but you can achieve your requirements. So here you can see that in the examples I already create a method addition. In the addition method, like I pass a parameter int a int d, and in the third parameter I can use a params keyword and define an integer type array and declare a name of the parameters. So here you can see that I just check if the parameterized array count greater than 0, then we can use a for each loop and we can get all the parameter that is assigned in the assigned in the array or params keyword, and we can use as per the requirement. We can perform some operations as per the requirements. So these are the explanation of optional parameter. Also there is a one way like method overloading. There is a one way to method or overloading. So method overloading, basically in method overloading you need to define, like suppose you define a addition method, right? So addition method, and you got a one parameter like int a. Then if you need to define some one more addition method, and if you have to pass two parameter, at that times we use a method overloading. But in this case, based on the parameter, if I need to pass 1 2 3 4, then based on the parameter you need to define a particular method. We need to define a particular signature, so you need to add some more line of extra coded as well. Also in the string metadata, so you can see that a string is totally best example of method overloading. So in string metadata you can see that sometimes we can use strings, some default functions like additions, some we need to convert, we need to use some uppercases. At that times the parameter is not like method is same, but the name of the method is same, but we have I'm going to show you. It might be some better clearation instead of explaining. So I'm going to right click on that. So my system is totally bit very slow. You need to wait for 1 or few seconds. So I'm going to the strings metadata. So in strings metadata we have some string property, right? Okay, 1 second. So this is the definition, this is the go to base, go to implementation, find all the reference, but I need to go to the definition. When I go to the definition, let's see. It might be take few more seconds as well. It's loading, it's loading, it's loading. It might be take few more seconds. It might be take few more seconds, guys. It's navigating to definition. It's waiting few more seconds again. So it's navigating to definition. Here you can see that. Thank you for your patience, guys. So here you can see that we have a one method string, right? So this is the method strings, and you can see that we have a same method strings, but the parameter is different. Some string method we have pass one parameter, some two parameters, some three parameter. So in your code, based on the requirement, you can use either you can use if you can pass a two parameter, then you can use this string method if you pass more than parameter. So this is the best example of method overriding. So here you can see that compare. So similarly, so this is the string property. So similarly, you can make a parameter optional. You can define a multiple custom methods, You can pass a 2 parameter or you can pass a 3 parameter, and based on the requirement you can call the custom methods and you can use. So thank you guys, that's it for this video, and if you have any questions please put in the comment box. I will try to resolve the same. So happy learning. Thank you guys. Thank you. Have a nice day.